Hello, dear Gemini. I will tell you today's horoscope for September 2nd, 2024. A message of love, hope, and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Gemini. I'll tell you today's horoscope. If you are studying to get a professional degree, it is very likely that you are experiencing certain doubts about the path you have chosen or the place where you are studying. With how daring and determined you are, you will love change, novelty. You will get away from routine looking for new and attractive incentives. It is time to believe in yourself and give it your all, with the stars supporting you, Gemini. If you are self-employed, do not spend too much for now. Wait a little. Even so, you must control yourself to establish yourself. For love. Let yourself be advised by someone in the family who loves you. You feel like going out to new places with different people, and you can achieve it. Regarding health. Do not let yourself be carried away by emotions. Be very reasonable today and reflect. Try to stay calm despite the tensions, because you will resolve everything better. The lunar effluvium of this day places you in a privileged position. You will hear positive news associated with someone you have not seen for a long time. That person will come back into your life with a promise and a possibility that you should not dismiss, but rather take good care of. Don't be afraid if you suddenly feel attracted to another person and you are scared thinking that you are going to be unfaithful to the person you love. In this cycle, fantasies and memories arise, but if they are not carried out, there is nothing to fear. Your Gemini personality will help you. If you felt forgotten, alone, or sad, today you regain confidence in life and your self-esteem is strengthened. In love, do not get involved in a senseless argument with the person you love because you are too volatile and could say the first thing that comes to mind without measuring the consequences. In matters of the heart, these decisions are not correct. In terms of health today, it is ideal for cleaning, purifying, and properly ambience your home. The planetary aspect present in your horoscope is ideal to help you regain your health. Open doors and windows to let in the luminous energy and brighten up your home. At work, your superiors are not willing to forgive your tardiness and absences, so coordinate your activities so you are not late for your appointments or your job. Keep a close eye on your comings and goings, especially if you work with foreigners or have started a new job these days. Money and fortune. Open an additional bank account and do not touch it under any circumstances. Grow it gradually with your savings. Your lucky number for today is 88. Try to use it in everything you can and take advantage of it, because it will be with you for today. Your lucky color is magenta. Try to use it in everything you can and take advantage of it because it will be with you for today. Sexual energy level for today, moderate, tending to high. Cosmic dynamics. Your fertile Gemini imagination is in full swing, as many new ideas are coming to you now that you must put to work in order to achieve success. Tendency to dangers. Continuing to postpone what you should have done some time ago. What you should avoid. Hesitant or indecisive attitudes at the most important moment. Relationship prediction. Good cosmic flow with Sagittarius and Aries, and also with Aquarius and Gemini. The most tense relationship could arise with a native of the sign of Scorpio or Pisces. In general, compatibility with air signs is good, particularly Gemini and Aquarius. If you are single, let your words flow in the best way of your sign, and you will see how you convince others, even the most stubborn. The universal number is 8. The lucky hours. Remember that they are given according to Eastern European Standard Time and you must adapt them to your national time, 2 a.m., 3:15 p.m., 4:15 p.m., and 10:10 p.m. The lucky numbers in chance for you are 12, 21, 26, and 40. Always changing, Gemini. You know what they say, you are the best conversationalist. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. In September, transformation and reflection will be relevant for your zodiac sign throughout the month. The September horoscope advises Gemini to reconsider some aspects of their life. First of all, it is about attitudes and methods of life by which you achieve your goals. The accentuated influence of Mercury, your ruler and activator, will lead you to rethink some actions. Do not worry if you suddenly decide to abandon some projects and change everything radically. Now, any change will benefit you, given that the position of Jupiter, which is responsible for limiting Gemini's possibilities, will be weakened and fate will not call you, as you probably know, but a challenge. Gemini is rapidly retrograding, and therefore, you should not skimp on self-criticism. You yourself will have to challenge yourself. September is excellent for starting projects, including a business. The first 10 days will be especially important in terms of perspectives. Take advantage of the supremacy aspect of Mercury, your ruling planet, and create something you have never done before. However, you will not have the expected results, and at the beginning of the month do not cooperate with someone to achieve real goals. Bet on charisma, but do not cross some boundaries. Sometimes, it is even better to maintain friendship with colleagues, even if you are afraid of that possible outcome. Do not cross their interests, especially with close people who actually have great potential for you. In the romantic sphere, you need to free yourself from the restrictions you have imposed on yourself. For some of you, it will be wise to take a break from relationships and everything connected with them. The middle of September will put everything in its place for Geminis in their professional activities. If you work in an office, by the middle of the month all secrets will become clear. If some secret involved you personally, do not back down, acknowledge your actions and move on. This will give you an advantage and open doors that you did not even know existed. For a Gemini who has his own business, times will be dynamic and perhaps even a little conflictive. In terms of finances, September is a period when it is better not to spend too much. Do not be afraid of sudden changes in the sphere of personal relationships. If you are self-confident, this is enough to keep the situation stable. Relatives should have more freedom. One of your parents, if you still have one, needs to ask you a favor today, so it would be good to pay them a visit or a call. It may be something important that they have not told you about out of fear or shame. If you do not have a way to get some kind of professional advice for a problem you have, try talking about it with a trusted family member or friend. Gemini is facing an important decision about staying where they work. It could be that you have received a better offer than the one you already have. If this is the case, then you should take the best option and think about leaving for new directions. You may feel that your partner is pushing you aside because of their obligations. If you believe this, you should have a conversation, but you should also realize that you cannot always be the center of attention of the person who is with you. Respect their decisions and encourage their ambitions. Work is hard and you will probably come home feeling very tired. Try washing your feet with warm water before going to bed. Don't sleep late today. You could wake up feeling muscle pain that will bother you during the day. If you like our predictions, help us to be even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help we will continue to grow. With a Leo person, it can be a success. Ask people with earth signs for advice this month. Be careful with partnerships with other Geminis, they can break up permanently. Work to remove thoughts of contrariety from your life. You will start the month with numerous social gatherings and parties that will make you feel at your best, since you will relate to everyone and you will master the art of seduction very well. A few days before the middle of the month, many natives will begin to undertake trips, and many will do so alone. When your life is centered on love, you lack expectations about how others respond to your loving actions. Continue your activities normally and you will see how everything turns out well. It is important that you combine your natural intelligence with your intuition, which helps you make wise and prudent decisions. The stars are preparing an excellent day for you. It is time for you to break the mold and get out of the house. You can start by having breakfast out with your family or a friend. Free yourself. It will be very good for you to be accompanied by those people you appreciate so much, and that will benefit your emotional stability. It is very likely that this year you will feel very energetic and eager to continue with your daily life. There will be some difficult situations for you, but it is important that you do not lose faith and continue with that optimism that you have so much. Connect with gratitude and you will be able to give the best of yourself. The things that disturbed you have been eliminated, and you must concentrate your attention on what you now have in front of you, on the great possibilities that life is giving you to be happy as you deserve, Gemini. It is important that you begin to be honest with your partner about something that you know well that you are hiding from him/her. As bad as it may be, your partner will understand it and you will be able to move forward together. It is your fault that the circumstances are like this. Explain it to him/her and accept it. Only then will you be able to move on with your life. Unfortunately, this day will not be very favorable for you, since the issue of family is at a very critical point. A certain negativity is noticeable in your heart. It is important that you learn to forgive. Do not fill your soul with resentment. Talk to them and fix misunderstandings. If you must communicate with someone who is fanatic about politics or religion, talk about food, which is a neutral topic and does not usually create problems. The secrets lie in will and perseverance. You are in a cycle of important health decisions. If you were previously unsuccessful in maintaining a diet and gained weight again, now your will is strengthened and you regain all the lost ground. Your health requires proper management today, since these days the overload of negative energy that you have in your body can be noticeable. Be careful with your health. Rest as much as possible to avoid injury. Outdoor activities will do you good. With the square of Neptune, your work is well sponsored, but you must be cautious and walk on eggshells when commenting on certain business secrets that reach your ears. The discretion and tact with which you handle an embarrassing situation will be essential. If what you have been looking for these days is an opportunity for a raise or promotion, today is the right day to do it, since in the workplace luck is on your side. But remember that it is necessary to put effort into what you do, demonstrate your ability, and always give your maximum potential. You are under the influence of a planetary conjunction and a square. What can you do? Be guided by your intuition and do things your way, in a direct and agile way, but at the same time maintain more social contact so that your business partners or people who have to do with you and money do not get scared. Be careful with negative feelings and bad thoughts. Remember that the ambition for money and the search for a better job position can affect your social relationships, so you should try to be a little more altruistic and generous with those around you. These days you will face a situation that may require you to apply for a loan or invest all the money you have saved in a business. The stars and planets suggest that you take it easy and wait, since it is not the best time to make a hasty decision. You could have risen to the top or have it within a stone's throw, Gemini, but it seems that you are afraid of the steps. Every day you doubt your talent and your ability, when in reality you are above average and also enjoy a good professional reputation. Think about it well today so that when you return from vacation you are clear that you must go for it. Do it and you will see how good you feel. If you have a project in mind that you have not been able to carry out due to lack of financing, today is the day to think about how to do it. If you start it immediately, it will have a lot of potential. It also seems that your relationship has stagnated a bit, Gemini. But perhaps it is you who is losing hope. Ask yourself every day if your partner still fulfills you as before, and if not, don't waste his time. In September, Gemini should focus on himself and his needs. Ambitions make you feel undervalued at work, so you should listen to your intuition and do something for yourself. Gemini, September horoscope. Think about your goals, because the planets will be favorable to achieving them. Your career will accelerate in the first half of the month. This is when you can expect the most important changes, leaving, taking on an assignment abroad, or changing your place of work and residence. Family will move into the background. September promises to be very good in financial terms, especially if you use the support of specialists in the field of finance. Developing an excellent investment strategy is worth more than quick decisions made under the influence of emotions. In September, it will be difficult to find a dead end with Gemini. Love will be complicated and the atmosphere at home will become difficult. There may be an argument, and it will be your fault. Remember that patience and openness are very important in relationships. You will have many opportunities to make friends. It is worth going to a social gathering with friends. There will be interesting people with whom acquaintances can develop into something more. September will be supported by the zodiac to assert yourself and persevere in a diet. If you have plans to lose unnecessary weight, this is the time to take care of your health. After the initial difficulties, it will begin to excite you and will be a permanent part of your schedule. The next month will be a time of reflection and contemplation. Thanks to considerations about the meaning of life and the actions taken, you will get the right motivation for the coming weeks. Also, someone who has secretly fallen in love with you will finally reveal their feelings. Give this person a chance. Gemini can't help but see the best from now on. When you really have something you want, you'll be able to see things as a better path. You shouldn't say what you don't feel, but rather think that there are things that will move forward in a better way from now on. Gemini has learned that the best way to solve something is to put the things that work best for them into their life. Therefore, today you are very clear about what you should do. It is important for your life now that you give more opportunities to the path that you have in front of you. If you are in the study stage, start a new path in which you will have to work hard. You could face complications with a new subject that you are studying. Apply yourself more to learn well what it implies. You are not looking at others enough, and you could miss new ways of doing things. Many times we should take as an example the good work that other people do, since we could learn a lot from what we see in them. Take this advice and put it into practice today. You could have very good results in the future. It's time to give an answer to an important question that the person you've been dating for a while has asked you. It could be about the possibility of formalizing the relationship a little. Think carefully about whether you're in the right moment to respond to a more serious commitment. If you can't, then let them go. The people you surround yourself with don't want anything bad for you or want to cause you harm. Don't always think this about everyone around you. It's something that can be taking its toll on you, since you never know what others really feel. You could ruin good business relationships or friendships by having this in mind all the time. If you don't have a partner, today the person you're interested in is going to pay you a surprise visit. This should confirm that they're interested in you. Be kind and attentive, and don't take anything for granted, because this person wants to keep up this game of appearances for a while longer, and that is something you should definitely give them. Give yourself the opportunity to arrange a date with the person who has captured your interest. You need to go out with your friends more and also spend more quality time with your family and partner if you have a long-term commitment. The universe always listens to those who speak from the heart, and it is ready to listen to you. You need to get clear right now and start seeing the positive that you can get. Don't doubt yourself or your path now. Even though you can clearly see what her real problem is, she can't. Part of every relationship is the emotional support we give each other, and you can't skimp on this. When you really have things to do, don't let everything go from your life. Your path right now is important and you should follow it. Your instinct is good for you now. You work with a lot of people, so sometimes you're likely to get on your nerves. Don't let this get to you. You need to start accepting other people's mistakes, just as they accept yours. You're likely to have a clash of ideas today. You're either right or wrong, it doesn't matter. What matters is that there are people in your life who question you and corner you, not realizing that they're hurting you by questioning you. More than arguments, you need support. It's a good idea to put some distance between yourself and that person for a while. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.